the origins of it are based around the need to bridge the gap between development of very advanced integrated photonic circuits, or PICs, and being able to package them. So to date, for example, at Tyndall, we've been able to package in very low volumes or prototypes, and that's good, but for industry they really need to scale up beyond the prototype, and that's really what PixApp is doing. So it's taking the best-in-class technologies from a packaging perspective, optical integration, fibers, micro-optics, also electronic integration, and putting them in relatively cost-effective packages. And our research partners in PixApp, they will be developing the core technologies, or actually they've already been developed. So it's technologies that are already up at a technology readiness level of 5. So they've been demonstrated, and transferring those to our industrial partners who will scale up the manufacturing capabilities. So this really kind of enables then European SMEs, and it's not exclusive to Europe, but principally European SMEs and larger companies as well, to avail of these packaging capabilities to scale up beyond the prototypes and very low volumes, up to medium volumes. We're talking thousands of units. So it's a really kind of a good initiative. It helps exploit a lot of the recent developments and to commercialize the technology. The other thing as well is that we're not focusing on one particular platform. So we're looking at silicon photonics, we're looking at indium phosphide PICs and silicon nitride PICs. So that enables a whole range of applications, not just telecoms or datacoms, but also sensors and medical devices. So new companies, new applications can start to exploit the pilot line to develop those prototypes. So it covers a lot of markets, it covers a lot of technologies, and it's an ambitious initiative, and we're very excited about it. Well, as I say, it's important that we coordinate everything and develop a very effective operational model. As you can imagine, there's a lot of very interesting technologies that need to be brought to manufacturing, kind of medium volume scale manufacturing. So there's a lot of work in the kind of project management of user requests, identification of their technologies that are required to support those projects, and delivery on a very fast timescale. I think users want to see these delivered in a very short period of time, so that's very important, and obviously quality. So my role is to kind of establish that operational plan and to implement it. As I say, the gateway will be at Tyndall, and it's to ensure that the pilot line also is sustainable into the long term. It's important to mention that this isn't a 4-year project, for example. One of the key requirements here is that we set something up and it's there for, you know, indefinite period. It's self-sustainable. It seeds a lot of new activities. Hopefully our partners can benefit from it, the users can benefit from it, and ultimately Europe will benefit from it. Like, our goal really is to develop manufacturing packaging in Europe.
Well, our role in the PixApp pilot line is to use our experience from cryophotonics, and we will lead the work package, especially on the passive packaging, so the fiber to chip coupling, because that's where we have most experience in the visible light application. We will lead the work package on passive packaging, and of course besides that we will also manage the PIC, so actually the reference PICs that we will use as reference ICs that will be used as input for the packaging challenges and the packaging standards. So that will be our main role in the project.
Yeah, my role in the PixApp is on the application side. We do applications on sensing solutions. So probably it will be a sensor system doing sensing, probably in an aircraft. On the other hand, we are developing the packages ourselves for these applications. So the role is also on the packaging side, the design of the packages and the production of the packages in this project.
The role of FinalCut in PixApp is really taking care of equipment manufacturing, and especially the improvement of the tools in equipment manufacturing. So we are probably the only equipment manufacturers in PixApp. We will certainly benefit from the direct contact with all the other partners, and we have about 4 years to really gather the knowledge to the next generation of machine. Next generation machine will require reduced cost in assembly and of course speed. We are also moving more into testing, and testing is certainly an expensive part of the whole process for silicon photonics. If I look at where our sales, we are really an SME selling to very, very large companies, and so we are really monitoring carefully the transition. It does not mean that very large companies, they're already in high volume. We are making a transition to high volumes, so we are interested both in large volume manufacturing, but also in other areas like sensing or biomedical, where the volumes can be either small, medium, or large, and therefore having different needs.
As EPIC, we are the dissemination partner of the PixApp pilot line. In the consortium, we have everyone that matters. We have the foundries, we have the SMEs that make the packaging services for the third parties, we have the software who actually makes the design rules and makes them in the tool for the users to actually being able to implement them, and we have the users. We have the companies that from the user side, from the telecom and sensing business, they are going to talk to us about what is the requirement, what are the unmet needs. We're going to create a website. This website is going to be the portal for the access of photonic integrated circuits. You will be able to access there the current and future standards. You will be able to access there the software tools. You will be able to be connected to the IMEC, to the LETI, to the TU Eindhoven to know what are the key growers, the key manufacturers, photonic integrated circuits, and mostly you will be able to have the one entry point, connect to Tyndall as the coordinator of the pilot line, who will be able to guide you through the process of getting small or medium volume manufacturing of photonic integrated circuits.